Hey guys, I'm Gavin and we're War-Torn Creative. I'm joined here by Jared. We just finished up a match that we're calling, or it's the 8th edition version of the Scavenger War narrative game.
Plus Blitz.
The Blitz, because it has all of these really fun stratagems and then taking a lot of the special rules from the Scavenger War out of the Gathering Storm 1 book from 7th edition. We put those together and played a really fun narrative game. It was about 60 power level.
Yep.
And goodness gracious, was it fun.
Yeah, dude, it totally was. Playing the Orks, this is my first big game of using them, because I've only had that 1,000 point game with you, and then a couple of kill teams.
This may have been a 60 point or power level game, but it did not play like one because of the amount of models just kept pouring on the table.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that was, to be fair, I'm glad I had that, because this mission type is, in terms of things dying, is in favor of the defender. Yeah. Because of all the things you can do.
I think in most of the games that you play where there's attacker defender, usually, other than, I think there's one where it's supposed to be a last defense kind of thing, where it's just supposed to be you die no matter what, but you're just trying to see how long you can last. I think most of the time the defender has the advantage.
Yeah, and but having all these comebacks for my army with the 4+ or 2+ for troops, was really good. I really liked it. I needed it because we took a minute to talk about that really quick. And with the exception of my war boss and my banner bearer, he killed the rest of my army, outright. And if it wasn't for the fact that I had the sustained assault, I would have lost.
We don't think we would have gotten to that. I would have killed as much if it weren't for I set up the terrain. The whole point of the defender is supposed to be, this narrative match is that Call picked his location, he set up a killing field, and then drew the Orc Big Mech in to defeat him. In this situation, Call ended up dying. The Big Mech ended up taking his life as well. And the Mechanicus did not prevail in this alternate reality. Call never goes on to save Cadia, and doesnno really change anything really.
Old Scrap Smasher changes the future.
The future.
He's a time traveler.
Yeah.
No, I felt like, had I not done so well with the bombardment, this match would have gone very differently. Yeah. Because if everything else continued.
My goodness. So
if I failed the bombardment, but if everything else, if I've completely flubbed the bombardment, but everything else played the same, you would have had that unit of arquebuses just killing things really easy.
Well, then and the Dragoon to do countercharge. When you had that, I could have potentially charged your truck before it got to the point.
Yes, and you would have made some real impacts there. And I wouldn't have a chance. Maybe I would have been tabled. That could have been very likely.
I don't think it's possible for you to get tabled in this game mode. But I'd have to kill everything in one turn.
Okay, it's plausible.
Yes, it's plausible.
I just have to not roll 4-ups and 2-ups, right?
Well, 2-ups, but you rolled 2-ups.
Yeah, that's true. But I had fun. I liked playing a little more reckless, and
it works. It's just this game mode plays, and it's so strategic for the defender because when you use your, I pretty much used all but 2 of my command points were used on detonating proximity mines, and one of those 2 was actually used to re-roll the proximity mine result to take out
Sully.
The Solaire, the Death Dread that praises the sun.
He wants to fight it.
Oh, he wants to fight the sun. That's right.
To fight the sun.
But he could have done some serious damage to Call, but he just got destroyed because he came across that line. I detonated a proximity mine, rolled that 6, removed from play.
Yeah, that was the model slain thing. I read it at the beginning before we even played.
Yeah, I thought it was mortal. It was in my head. It was mortal wound.
Yeah, but no, the slaying it's whoa. It's really good.
Characters. That means characters who go across on their own.
Yeah.
It's still only 1 dice roll, but as you saw, you can re-roll that dice roll with your command point. So, boom.
Yeah.
Not that it really mattered in the long run. You did get the next Death Dread in. It did manage to kill Call. I was happy that I managed to get my revenge on it. Of course, both of them here on the table, because on a 4-up, they just come back.
But on that same notion, using the Death Dreads for the first time, I really liked using them. I would like to see how they fare in a regular match against different armies. I'd still want to take them because points-wise, just the base one, I think it's 131 points.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. And then you can take them into Squadron and they deploy together. And then they act separate.
That's so cool. Oh, so it doesn't fill up. Are those heavy support or elite?
They're heavy support.
So it doesn't fill up more than one heavy support to take more than one. That's lovely because I don't think Onager Dune Crawlers lost that ability in 8th edition. If you want 2 Onager Dune Crawlers, you fill up 2 of your heavy support slots.
Yeah, and
the reason they did that, of course, was because we have 2 heavy supports. Even once you've combined Admech.
Yeah.
Because I think the Ballistarius, the ostrich dudes with those, I believe, are still fast attack.
Oh, okay.
They got moved from heavy to fast attack.
Yeah, but yeah, for this match, it was a lot of fun. I liked that I always had something coming along this board. I was doing really well with my advanced rolls. Those guys were
they were really getting across.
so mad.
And it hurt so bad because you made that turn 1 charge. I think that's another important part of this game. Could you imagine how this went if you didn't get that turn 1 charge?
Yeah, no, it would have been.
You tied up because not only did you get a turn 1 charge, you got a turn 1 charge, you killed a whole unit of Vanguard, and you forced another unit to have to pull back. So my turn 1 shooting was, my Vanguard did not take part in shooting. They never once during this game, these 20 dudes never shot. And with that, I still managed to take off everything on the table except for your War Boss and the Banner Bear.
Yeah, and
that's crazy.
You came really close to the War Boss.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying. 1 wound. Oh my God, that Volkite, the Strength 6.
Super good.
Rolling a 6 onto wound does an additional more
So it's
wound.
weird that he's got 2 ranged weapons, but Call has 1.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's a little weird. I kind of wish they just gave Call a pistol.
Yeah.
If they gave him a macro stubber, 3 shots, 3-shot pistol.
Yeah, that does really make sense. But no, I think that Skitarii, at least it gets with Orks, in this kind of setup is kind of, it's rough, I will say, because like I said, you killed everything. You killed everything but the War Boss and the Banner Bear at least once.
And granted, I think, it's not we're talking about how these guys didn't do anything. The mines made up for all of their
the mines.
Not doing, because I took out, remember, the first mine that we tripped with was a squad of boys. Didn't I kill...
Actually, Call, I would say out of everybody, the Call did the most work.
Oh yeah, he's the workhorse. He's the workhorse of the entire Admech army. And I mentioned this during the game, but a lot of people complained that not that he's too good, but nothing really compares to him.
Yeah,
there's nothing. Why would you not take him?
Why would you not take him? He's not.
And I agree with that because Gilliman's the same way in my mind. Gilliman's so good in a large point game. Why would you not take him? And that's just not fun on a, if you play a lot of against a lot of Space Marines or play against a lot of Admech, you're always going to see this character. And that just, not as much fun.
That gets really boring.
It does.
Because you keep seeing the same thing, which I really hope when they, and I always say this, I'm speculating that whenever they roll out the new codexes for everybody, they're going to roll out some units.
I mean, we've seen that with every...
They got to make sense.
That not only new units, but changing overall how the 8th edition plays, the meta.
Yes.
Because we've seen that with every edition. 6th edition release to 6th edition halfway through when formations started getting introduced, completely different. 7th edition once formations were a normal thing, like the Decurion type of detachments. Everything changed. It was so interesting.
Yeah, I feel like the current meta right now is Horde units.
Yeah.
I think Tyranids do really well. Orks, if I had enough boys, I would have brought all the boys just to test that out.
Yeah.
Test out an actual legit Green Tide kind of deal.
And honestly, I think of all of the armies that can deal pretty well with Hordes, Skitarii might be up there. Because those Vanguards with those Radium Carbines, 3 shots each,
just the volume of, the sheer volume of fire that you just have is super good. Everything you have has generally at least 3 shots.
Yeah. That's why I missed the plasma.
Every model.
Shots. That would be great.
Yeah. No, that's why I was like, put this off that. That's why I zipped up my truck way up there.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I had that opportunity to pile in.
That was me being silly. I in my head when I was doing the deployment, I had both of those hidden deployment dice near the wave generator.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm gonna have at least 1 model within 3 inches for both of them, so that when you charge, it's -2.
You had one just.
And that would be, that'd just be great. But I didn't. I just spaced on that when I was placing this squad of Skitarii, but still kept them close enough to each other that you could easily pile in. It was just a huge misplay on my part. And
so we definitely saw an example of why assault armies
are better.
Are much better. Orcs still have to weather a lot of shooting, a lot of dying.
But hey, you take some DACA jets in a larger point game, you can start putting some hurt on people.
Yeah, I would definitely like to get a DACA jet eventually.
I want to get.
I have such a terrible shopping list to get that's in my backlog. I have to get a DACA jet. I have to get a Morkanaut. I have to maybe get a Gorkanaut because
why not?
Mork and Gorkanaut.
Yeah, why not?
And then get some Killicans and maybe another Death Dread and have like an 8th edition Dread Mob list.
That'd be fun.
You know, with the heavy support.
Yeah.
The spearhead.
Yeah.
I think it's spearhead. But no, I like this narrative mission. I think it was fantastic. Scrap Smasher got to smash some scrap.
He did. And I don't think you need to. You definitely earned the pike that he had, the boss pole that we accidentally snapped off.
I need to name him. I need to name my banner guy because he did so well.
He did. Oh my God, banners are really good in this edition.
Knobs with banners, like if you don't see that in any in orc lists, there's a problem.
They're messing up.
Like holy shit. Like excuse me.
I imagine there's probably some lists
hit.
that are a lot more mech heavy. That don't need the banner, but for everything else, oh my goodness, that thing. Not only did the banner do work,
I believe it works for everybody.
Oh, okay. Well then, Jesus.
Let me check.
Can you put a knob on a bike and give him a banner?
No. It doesn't look like you can.
That
do
would
that.
That'd be a little much.
That would be busted. The term is busted. Let's see. Wog banner. Yeah. Any clan units within 6 inches. Add 1 to the hit rolls.
Wow.
So, and clan is like their faction.
Yeah, just like Forge World
chapter.
4. I'm playing Forge World Mars despite being blue because of that silly. It's same. I'm sure every Space Marine player that has Gilliman is now playing Ultramarines.
Yes. And I'm currently playing my own clan. I haven't thought of a name of it yet, but working on it. I already have the scheme. Obviously, you've seen it's purple and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I need to name that guy. So I'm going to take a bit to figure out what to name him because I have Scrap Smasher and I have Bolt Stripper, the mech. That I used him as a big mech, but he's a mech. And then Sully got a name.
Yeah.
Because
he should get a big evil Sons logo on him, even though he's not Evil Sons. Just like something like that. That would be thematic and fun.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, my Skatari really don't like orcs. They really, really don't like orcs.
Oh man,
they've had
for orcs.
They've had a really rough time with orcs. I mean, granted, they really took it to them this time, but yeah.
I think that
0-2.
I think that once we build these guys up a little more and get them all like painted and
it sucks
get a collection.
I have so many ideas and so many things I would like to do with my Skatari, but Tyranids are so much more interesting to me right now.
Oh, of course.
We're hoping to get. I've just been painting them like mad because I'm changing up my list every time I think on it more. I switch units out.
But everything's sold out.
Yeah,
everything
oh my
is
God.
sold out on the website.
Ridiculous.
Like, and it's obvious because like Tyranids went from being mid-tier to being right up here. Because my hand disappeared, but you know that's symbolic.
It's really high. It's actually above the ceiling. It's like Captain's Flexo over here.
It's symbolic of what the actual buff was because it's really good. The points drops, points adjustments, buffs everywhere for Tyranids. Like,
I think people are gonna. I saw like Carnifexes are sold out. Which I'm excited. 7th edition made Carnifexes better, especially if you run them naked. They were really great because you could have a squad of 3 of them just charging up a thing. And that's one hell. That's beyond the distraction Carnifex at that time.
Yeah.
That's a dire problem with 3 Carnifexes.
It's a wrecking ball coming down the way.
Yeah.
But everybody opted for the Hive Tyrants, so there's no room for that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. 7th edition was just Flyrant.
Yeah.
Flyrant.
But now people are like, oh well, now there's a reason Flyrants aren't as good. And actually, I'm thinking about whether I want to switch it over to be a close combat Flyrant.
Okay. Well, we're going off on a terrible.
That's right. You're right. Okay, back on this game.
Orks and Skatar, Orks and Admech.
Yeah.
No, I would like to get. I have so much more to work on. I got these guys to get these guys painted on top of the other stuff that I got to do. But I'd love to play more matches with these guys.
They're a fun army.
Oh, they're so fun.
And they work well for narrative. Overall narrative, love it. These different stratagems, really fun. I need to dive in more into the other game types.
Yeah.
But from what I can tell from Blitz, if you haven't played Blitz,
give it a shot.
Give it a shot because that was a lot of fun. If you want to replicate this game, I can probably post.
Yeah, just do a Google Doc.
I can do a Google Doc and
we'll put it in the
descriptions so you guys can see what the custom rule set that we kind of fiddle around with. So if you want to play this, you can. You'd need a Orc player and a Skatari player.
Well, you can also.
You could probably goof it.
To be fair, you can just. honestly, you can play this blitz mission type with whatever.
Yeah, and it
doesn't have to be call. It doesn't have to be like do Imperial Guard and Tyranids, right? Do like Space Marines and Demons and Chaos Marines. You know, just like mix it up however you want, because there's like this is probably like most representative of what's going on in the 40K universe every day.
Yeah,
like a city that's getting assaulted.
Unending assault on with you know, they put mines and shit. There's bombardments. I like it. It's like a lot of what they took. They boiled down a lot of the Planet Strike rules and put it in a narrative game type, which feels real good. And I had a blast.
Yeah, I did too. I
actually honestly like this a little more than match play. I mean, it's not as balanced, but I liked it a little more.
So I like the role play aspect of it. It was really fun, and I liked just because there's restrictions and certain ways to play it, but I like it. It's a scenario. It's not necessarily a competitive match. It's not necessarily even a casual match. It's just a scenario, just beer and chips game kind of deal.
Yeah, and I gotta say that's how I play mostly. Yeah. So you may see me playing a lot more narrative than anything else.
Whenever we want to, like, you'll probably see both of us just engaging each other in narratives or with other people.
Hopefully, next on my bucket list, or I guess checklist for 8th, is multiplayer battles where it's free for all, four player free for all.
Yeah, we definitely have to do that.
I mean 2v2 of course, but free for all is going to be next checkbox. So hopefully, who knows when I'll be able to get 2 other people on the same night available to play with us, but. We'll work on it, and hopefully we'll have a video for you guys sometime in the future for that.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to us just ramble on about our pregame and then go on a terrible postgame and go on our terrible tangents.
That's how I'm in everywhere though. So
yeah, if you liked our video, just go ahead and throw a like on there. If you want to say something, mention anything, just comment. If you really liked our content and want to stay tuned for more, just subscribe down below. And we hope to see you guys next time with our, I guess, narrative or just battle reports in general or just all things.
And then, of course, we're going to have for the people who don't have time to watch a giant game, debrief where we're going to be discussing all of the tactics and everything that was going through our head. But we'll see you there, and we'll see you next time for the next video. You guys stay safe. See ya.
Take care.